Bro, welcome to the show, fam.
Thank you for having
God,
me.
my thoughts, yeah, bro. Thanks for coming on still. It's been a while, fam.
It's been a long time, man. It's been a good few years.
Yeah, literally, bro. I think first question, just because I'm obviously doing the same thing. I don't know anybody else that runs a podcast. Like, why did you even start in the first place? Like, what was the whole intention behind that?
It's a great question. I've always been, as you know, we've always been into football. Football didn't really work out. As a lot of us can say, obviously, we gave it all we got and whatnot. But I've always said I wanted to stay in football, even if I didn't make it.
Yeah.
So obviously, with this whole new era of the new media, there's a lot of like basketballers like to call it. We can be the new media and stuff like that. I just thought to myself, you know what? Why don't I start my own like little podcast or my own little show and get into like the sports media side of things? I've always said, like, even when I was in school as a kid, like, you got to have a backup plan. It's like, oh, if football don't work, I'm gonna go into like journalism or sports media or something like that. So I was always in my thinking anyway. So I just thought, you know what, let me just take a plunge and just start it. And
This is kind of like your way of doing journaling for football still.
basically, yeah. So
Hard, fam.
and
How
it's
many years it's been going?
just over 3 years now. Yeah, so it's been a while now.
Decent.
Yeah, it's been a while, man.
How's it been? Like, what have you seen, like, in terms of growth? Like, what's changed for you? What's been brand new in the whole experience? Because I can't imagine it stayed the same over the whole 3 years.
No, it hasn't. Do you know what? It's funny you say that, yeah, because you wouldn't, obviously, everything numbers now. Everyone looks at numbers and think, oh, if I'm not doing numbers and no one's seeing me or whatever. But honestly, one thing I've learned over time since I've been doing it is numbers don't actually mean nothing. It's about who's seeing it. So you might have like 300 views, 400 views or whatever, but that's 400, 500 people. So you don't know.
It's still quite a decent amount.
But it's not even about the numbers. It's more about you don't know who that one of 400, 100 people are. There could be someone in Canary Wharf. There could be someone in the city. There could be someone that works for a corporation. You don't know who that one of 500 is.
That's mad still.
So when you look at it from that perspective, numbers doesn't mean anything. It's about who's the audience and who's watching. So yeah,
do you say that from that personal experience though?
definitely. Because it's like, how can I put it? So imagine I'm going football one day. I come out of Wood Green Station to go meet one of my pals. This is probably like about 18 months to 2 years ago. So it was still quite fresh. And so it's literally so early in the morning. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. And I'm standing outside the station, like, waiting for my pal to come pick me up. And some geezer, sorry to put it like this, but some big, like, chubby geezer is like driving past in some little red car. He's blowing past and he's like, oh, hey, Joey. So I'm looking, like, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, what's going on here, innit? He's just driving past. He's like, oh, I see your podcast, I rate it still. And I'm just like,
that's hard still.
Like,
that's
oh, thank you. Like, and I have no idea who he is. Like, never seen him before in my life. I'm just like, wow. Like, I'm just like, this is cool. But then after a while, you start obviously networking with people, bring people on and stuff like that, and you start getting introduced to different things, and then people reach out, and the next thing you know, you start networking and you get invited to places, and
that's it.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's a crazy thing when it starts snowballing.
How did you find, like, navigating that space of the podcast? Because, bro, like, I'll be real, yeah. Obviously, I started by myself. Didn't really have people that I could, let's say, put on here that actually do, like, quite a lot of things, or like do things that are like, yo, like, he's doing something that's a bit different than what other people are doing. But like, just a few people that I get introduced to in it. So how did you go around, like, navigating, finding people that you could, like, potentially, like, talk to, get on the show, and, like, actually getting them to agree to do something like this?
Bro, so it's just personal relationships. I'm not gonna lie to you. So, for example, say I know quite a few people. So just say, for example, I could say to one of my friends, like, oh, bro, would you come on and jump on the pod for me? Literally just like that. And then from there, I could go through like a third party and be like, oh, can you reach out to so-and-so, see if he'll be on doing this? And then going that way as well. So yeah, but predominantly it's just personal relationships. I'm not going to lie to you.
So what do you want to see in the next, like, 2 years? That's like first 5 years of the whole project.
Yeah.
Next 2 years, what do you want to...
Who would I want to, like, come on my show?
Where would you want to see the whole show? As a whole?
I'd definitely like to be within the mainstream space. So, for example, like your Gary Neville podcast, like the overlap, and I definitely like to be more mainstream for sure. But obviously everything comes with time, so you can't rush. As Central C's new album says, you can't rush greatness.
Did you rate the album?
Do you know what? I think it's decent. Yeah, I think it's decent. I think I do like it, but I think like he could have maybe switched up his flow a little bit in certain songs. If that makes sense, just to have a
Do
little.
you listen
bit
to
of a
him in
different-
general, though?
Yeah,
Like?
I do. I do. I'm not
Okay,
gonna lie. I
cool,
do.
cool. I don't still. I don't.
Don't you
Really
like
listen,
it?
no, I don't really listen to Central C like that still.
I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm a fan. I'm not a fan, but I take it in because I can't lie. I like what he says in his music.
Right, fairs.
I wouldn't say I'm an avid fan of all of his songs, but I like the meaning behind some of his songs.
I ain't really giving him a chance like that still.
Nah, I think you should give him a chance. Obviously, he's not. Obviously, he's more on this like. He more appeals to the kids, innit? I think certain times, if you listen to some of the things he's talking about, it's things that can be relatable to. So I'll give him that.
I don't know, man. I listened to the album, innit?
Yeah.
I listened to the first. No, not the first. The latest album that came out only one time through though.
I've only listened to it once myself. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't really go more than that still. It's not really my kind of vibe, innit? I'm more like R&B, hip hop, but like old
100%.
school and all that sort of stuff. Bit of salsa and
I'm
you know what I'm saying? That's
yeah.
what you as well, innit?
I mean, I dabble.
Yeah, I hear it. Hey, question though. I had this one in my head as well, yeah,
Yeah.
because I look at the Latin community, yeah, and I think at times it can be quite like toxic. It can be quite like encompassing. You kind of lose yourself in the source a little bit and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. Obviously, you ain't Latin, but you're very much like
within the culture we've grown up with.
How do you see it? Like from an outside looking in, like how Latin people are in general, because you get to compare that to like your personal side of life too.
Yeah,
And how, like,
Caribbean,
you
Caribbean.
get what I'm saying? How they are.
Oh, is this a safe space? Is this honest? Can I be
Bro,
honest?
100, you can say whatever you want to say, bro. On my mum's, you can say whatever you want to say, bro.
Do you know what? Yeah. Keep it real. Yeah. I've noticed that like with Latinos, they like to like gossip quite a lot, innit? That's something I've really noticed a lot. It's just like, even if you tell someone something in confidence, for example, it's probably not staying between you and that person. That's someone else is finding out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also you don't say about chisme, yeah. So it's like, it just turns into a chisme, and then next thing you know, this gets up to this person, and then it gets remixed, and it always seems to. I think. I'll tell you what, I won't even go down that rabbit hole. I think Latin people are good people, though. Very good people. Very welcoming, very loving, very open as well. Very good people in comparison to Caribbean people, because we're kind of quite similar.
I don't know. I think Caribbean people are strong characters, though, bro. I've met quite a few in my life.
I think Latinos are strong characters.
You think so?
From my experiences, I think predominantly because remember we're all some immigrants. We all come over to this country. Do you know what I mean? So for you lot, it's a bit different because we, as Caribbean Jamaicans, we come over speaking English. With you lot, a lot of your parents and your grandparents come over with no English. It's a very daunting thing to do. Travel across the world and create a whole new life. So I respect the Latinos that have done that. But overall, man, I think the Latin community, it's a complicated one, man. It's a complicated one.
And you know what's so funny is that it differs, yeah. It differs from like the Latinos in North, the Latinos in South. Yeah. Then you got a few like
sprinkled in East, sprinkled in West, isn't it? Yeah. It's how can I put it? You know, if I wasn't on the spot, I'd be able to give you more in depth. Yeah, but
do you feel like some of the traits that Latinos have sticks onto you now? Do you find yourself maybe sometimes being a bit chismoso, gossiping a bit?
Partially.
I do as well,
I'm honest. Partially, yeah.
I do as well, bro. 100%.
Because I've been naturally quite like a quiet person. It's like you just observe more time, innit? So you kind of like with Latinos. One thing I've noticed, like they won't say nothing, but they'll speak with their eyes.
Yeah.
So that's something I've observed as well. So it's like you pick up little traits, and it's like it's quite funny.
Nah, you gotta be sharp to pick that one.
Yeah,
up, I can't lie.
Nah, man, it's true, man. Like I said, I've grown up with so many Latinos, obviously being from where I'm from, innit? So going to school with a lot of them, and yeah, man. It's a lovely culture though. It's a lovely culture. Still. Very similar to Caribbean culture as well. So
where did you grow up? North London. What part of North?
Hornsey.
Well, always been in and around Hornsey. That's like their Wood Green.
Yeah, Hornsey, Crouch End.
So that's how you met like all the other boys, Carlos. Yeah, that's how you met
Chris. We went to school together, innit? Yeah.
What's life like up there, bro? Because I see. To be fair, the only reason why I asked that to you is because I see you posting it. I see one of your other boys posting it. The picture of that guy that died 10 years ago.
There's two.
No, he's posting quite a lot of stuff. I forgot his name, but he has a little foundation going as well.
Oh, Shaquan.
Yeah.
I got him on my arm here as well.
Yeah, what's that story? If you don't mind me asking.
No, it's alright. So it's funny, it's 10th year anniversary today as we're speaking. It's a tough one. Basically, we were going to a party in Edmonton about just 10 years ago, and you know, he's not like he was never involved in no gangs. No, he was proper solid, good kid. Like had a good head on his shoulders. Had a job at 18. Was like very motivated to do well in life. Went to party with his friends, United girls. When we were young, we would go and party to like house parties and stuff like that. And he was seeing a girl at the time, and another one of the other guys was there that was in a different group. Had feelings for this girl, and obviously he was jealous that my boy Shaquan had her.
Yeah, that is that way.
Yeah. And out of jealousy, he purposely made an argument with him, or got into an argument with him to try and get a reaction out of him, so he could do him something. Yeah. And he stabbed him, and then unfortunately,
my condolences, bro.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, but yeah, that's the story with that.
That's heavy still. Why do you think people do that, bro? Why do you think people, like, I don't know, like, people think it's okay to, especially over something so not trivial, but trivial in a way, like.
Yeah, definitely, very trivial. People are just stupid, bro. People can't control their emotions, and I think, if I'm being fair, I think with a lot of us growing up from like working class communities, for example, we have to deal with like a lot of trauma, whether that's single parent homes or struggling with income and stuff like that, coming from difficult backgrounds and whatever. I feel like people don't know how to deal with certain things, so a lot of people will have like anger within them and stuff like that. They don't know how to control themselves, or be looking for ways to try and release it. Maybe not. It's not in the right way or the wrong way. It's just one of them things where some people just end up being lost.
Do
you know what I mean? And they do stupid things that obviously they can't come back from. So it's about having that balance, I think, with most people. But it's quite sad.
Yeah, that's mad still.
Yeah,
that's mad. Do you feel like when you was younger you had those same traumas, and now that you're older you've learned how to deal with it, or do you feel like that was just something that maybe you never?
No, most definitely. I think every single person in this world, whether you come from a rich background or a poor background, you're brought up with some kind of difficulty or mental struggles. You know what I mean? So I think for me, I've grown up with my grandmother, so it was just me and her predominantly. So with me, it was more of a thing of like I had to learn from my own experience, if that makes sense. So I had to go through a lot of things.
What, from quite young?
Yeah. So I'd say from about. Don't get me wrong, like I've had my mum and my dad, so I haven't been without mum and dad. Like I've had my mum and dad, but predominantly I've been raised by women. Right. So that's been my two grandmothers and my auntie, predominantly. So growing up, like they always showed me like about morals and values, and obviously how to treat people and whatnot. So I've always been quite like an emotionally aware person, and a very like observant and weary person. So. I think with experience I've just more so learned that way, if that makes sense, like going through life and just making mistakes and stuff like that. But I'll say that's predominantly the best way I could put it.
Yeah, I hear it still. No, I asked that as well because I went through like a similar thing too, in terms of just like being young, having to deal with like your own personal traumas and stuff like that, and then as you get older realizing that like fuck, like these things really control my life, and it took me like not down, let's say for example, delinquency and like, I don't know, gangbanging or selling drugs or like going down that route, but more so just how I treated other people, especially in relationships, and seeing how it was like real bad, and seeing how it affected other people, innit?
Yeah, I'm the same way. I agree as well. Yeah,
literally, bro. So I really had to take a step back and just be like, yo, like why am I like this? Like why do I act the way that I do? And it took me down a rabbit hole, bro. It took me down a rabbit hole of like flipping things that happened to me when I was younger, like the environment that I grew up in, and like, don't know, just like relationships that I had with other people and stuff like that. And I think that's probably where I learned the most about myself. And shit started for sure clicking for me a lot better then.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you know what I'm saying? I think last episode I was talking to my cousin about this too, But I said to her, like, for females, I feel like it's slightly different. I don't know, I might be wrong, I might get cancelled for saying this, but like, I feel like for females, bro, like their emotional awareness, how, for example, you had it too, for them it just comes naturally.
Yeah, of course. They got that I wouldn't say they got that motherly instinct inside them, don't they? So I think that's why it probably comes more natural to them.
Yeah, but bro, I had to work for mine though.
So did I, bro. So if I'm honest,
it's still a process.
It's still a process. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
How old do you know?
28, man. Getting on, bro.
You're calm, so you're good. I think you're good still. Nah, man, 28 is young, bro. I don't think you hit a prime until like 35, 36.
That's another thing I'm learning through experiences. Like when you speak to more older people, they'll talk to you and be like, "Listen, well, you're still young. Like, don't think that you've got to have your life set up by 25. It doesn't ever, rarely ever works like that. It's usually, and it's like the more I've even been watching like more like other shows and stuff like that, we have a lot of people that will be like, your life don't start till, like you said, like 35. Or, yeah, do you know what I mean? So,
because bro, the first 30, 35 years is like A/B testing, experimenting, hitting brick walls, just kind of like bouncing off all that stuff, and then once you get all that shit figured out, you're good to go, fam.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they say, or they say that they're saying now, like it's like 40 is the age where you can like really start living allegedly.
Right. I don't know.
Allegedly, I don't know about that either, but that's something that I've been hearing creep up quite a lot. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like 40 is a bit of a stretch, but
28. Why do you feel like you're getting on at 28 though?
Do you know what? I don't. Yeah, I don't genuinely, but I feel like you're meant to feel that way though. That makes sense.
Why?
Because like, I don't know. You know, just subconsciously in your mind, you're like, oh, like I'm 30 in like 2 years. Like,
Right. Okay. Yeah. I do that still.
Yeah, I want to have this. I need to have this. I want to have that. I want to have that. I need to be doing this so that I can chill when I get to so and so age. Like everyone's got a goal in it, and I think that's the best way I could put it. But like, I know for myself, like I can say I've achieved quite a lot in these 28 years. To be fair to myself, so like
you're chilling, bro.
But I can't chill yet. You know what I mean? I can't chill yet. I want to get to like 35 and then be like, yeah, I can chill now. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, man, I think it's just trying to get to that stage. I think that's the main thing. What about yourself?
Oh, I don't know, bro. I'm 26 and I'm still young. I don't feel like I'm getting on, but I definitely do feel like an urgency to start doing things. You know what I'm saying? I think like I've obviously had a different upbringing in terms of just like the way I've lived in it. So I've always lived with my parents, and then I've lived with them up until I was 22. So that's when I moved out, and they went back to Colombia, innit?
Yeah.
But up until then, bro, I was always with them, always living with them, and like they were so strict and so religious, and they were so like on job with all that sort of stuff. And for me, that, how can I say it? Like it didn't allow me to breathe and live. Do you get what I'm saying? So once I got 22 and I moved out, that's when like the whole world hit me, and I was just like, whoa, I've got to figure this shit out now, and I've got to figure this out by myself. And bro, I'll be so real, I think the change was so drastic. It's only taken me up until like now to realize quite a lot of things and how important they are. So little things like, I don't know, like financing, little things like keeping your space clean and tidy, like, I don't know, like doing weekly or bi-weekly shops, cooking, fucking, I don't know, even the littlest things like keeping up with friends and that.
Yeah.
Because bro, all the things that I mentioned now, they take up time, fam. And you're working every day as well. Like if you got a project, you got that going on. Like if you do sports, you got that going on. So yeah, I don't know, bro. It hit me quite hard, but now I'm at a point where like I realized the importance of quite a lot of things. I'm trying to like find balance between having fun but also being like ordered and just, I don't know, having routine and schedule.
Yeah.
And I feel like now was the perfect time to just, for me, just test things, see what works, see what doesn't work, like see where I can get to, see where I don't get to, and then just kind of like let the outcomes be the outcomes. That's kind of like what I'm at in life. But I do sometimes though think to myself, damn, 26, like I kind of do want a family, bro, and I do want kids, and like I do want to have them not too old and quite young. Do you get what I'm saying?
That's another thing that I forgot to miss out as well. Yeah, that side of things as well.
And bro, like the way I look at it now, relationships, it's like to really find someone that you're gonna spend the rest of your life with is like a big choice, bro. It's you know what I'm saying. It's not like you can't just meet any random person and catch a vibe, and then all of a sudden, I think I could wife you. You know what I mean? It's not like that.
It doesn't work like that no more, man.
So I think about these things quite a lot, and I think that's probably what makes me feel like I'm getting old. That side of things.
Yeah. That makes sense. Do you
get what I'm saying?
I think, we missed that bit out originally. Yeah, that's a major part, to be fair.
That's what does it for me still. And like fairly recently, I've been feeling as though like I don't want relationships. Like I don't really want any of that sort of stuff because I'm too busy focusing on me, like getting my mind right, bro, and like doing a podcast, for example, or just like, picking up other little hobbies and that. But then I'll have moments though, bro, where I might be reading a book, I might be watching a film, I might be like just in my thoughts thinking about something. I think to myself, fuck, like is the option of having that out of the window just because I got so much going on. I think about it. I do think about like imagine what life would be like living with someone, especially like a partner, and trying to navigate that space and all that sort of stuff. And I don't know, bro. Sometimes I feel like I have answers, sometimes I feel like I don't. But I think there is like a very massive importance in understanding the individual, because the way I look at relationships now is I'm just coexisting with someone. I accept them for them. Like this is just who they are. I can't really change much unless they want to change it themselves. So that they kind of just have to fit what I need. And likewise, I got to fit what they need. Otherwise, it just won't work.
Won't work. Yeah.
I hear it still. Yeah, I think about that quite a lot, but I ain't ready for that, bro. No chance.
Nah, man, don't rush it. Don't rush it. As they say, it comes when you least expect it, innit?
Yeah, facts.
So if you go
that
chase,
what happens,
yeah, literally,
That's true.
literally. So you when it comes, bro. Don't force nothing, and you'll feel it when you really want it.
Do you think about kids?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
When you think about kids, what do you think about? What comes to mind?
What kids specifically, or like having kids?
Just in general, like having kids. If you was to have your own kids, like what comes to mind when you think about that?
Project Mbappe, bro.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
Straight in the lab.
Yeah, straight in the lab.
Man's gonna become a cash cow. Yeah.
From 3 years old, Project Mbappe. I'm not gonna lie, but now overall,
But what if he comes out like years down the line and he's just like, I don't like ball, bruv.
Well, but he ain't got a choice, man.
I hear it.
Obviously, respectively, like I'm not gonna force him.
Yeah, he ain't got a choice.
But I just want to have them. I want to throw him in the mindset to him, like just to obviously do what you want to do, be who you want to be at the same time. Do you know what I mean? But the happiness has to always come first, regardless.
I hear that.
But I don't know, man. Kids, I'm not ready for kids yet. I still feel.
No, I think the one that you can force on them is the team that they support, though.
100%, bro. 100. Aye, bro, man. I didn't choose this life. I ain't gonna lie. Man.
I just support Tottenham.
Like my dad, I didn't really have a choice. Bro. Yeah, I never had a choice, bro.
I supported 3 different teams growing up, bro.
Is it?
When I was younger, yeah. My first team was Arsenal.
Yeah, I was maybe being an Arsenal fan, yeah.
And then after that, one of my boys supported United, and I was in primary school. I was like, let me give it a go. Let me just follow them for a bit, see what they're saying. But I didn't really like them. And then my cousins,
Chelsea.
No, Liverpool. Man's a Liverpool fan now, bro.
Serious?
Been a Liverpool fan since primary school now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I always thought you was an Arsenal fan, though.
Nah, bro. I've been to bare Arsenal games, though. That's the club I've been to.
That's probably what it is. I always see you going to Arsenal games and that. Oh.
I don't mind Arsenal, but if I had to pick a club from London, though, West Ham.
Why?
Because I was born in Whitechapel.
Yeah,
bro.
Fair.
So West Ham's my local club, pretty much.
Not fair. I mean,
technically, the Emirates is closer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, technically. I mean, actually, not really though. Not really.
Highbury and Islington, isn't it? Quick.
True.
And then back in the day, West Ham was in Upton Park.
Yeah.
I went to one of their games in Upton Park before.
I never got to go to the game up to
Rocking.
I know.
Rocking.
I always wish I could go to Upton Park. I never got around to it.
Rocking. But yeah, no. I have a London club, it's West Ham still. But because I grew up with my family, Liverpool.
I can respect that though, because I've always had this notion of you should support where you come from, innit? And like my dad's side of the family, like my dad and my grandmother, and they're from Seven Sisters, obviously, as you know, heavy Latin community as well, Tottenham. So like, I had no choice, bro.
I hear it still.
I had no choice.
But that's a terrible club, though, bro. If I gotta be so rude, it's a terrible club.
It's a terrible club now.
Tottenham are like Tottenham are the cock teasers of the Prem, you could say, because every year they always look promising and
they amount to nothing.
They just do shit, bro.
I know. It's sad.
Why?
It's sad.
In fact, you know why, bro? You know Tottenham. Like,
yeah.
Now you do sports pretty much.
It's quite simple, to be honest. The owner.
What's his name?
Daniel Levy.
That's it, Daniel Levy.
Yeah, Daniel's the owner, man. He's more focused on business than the actual football club, and also.
But ain't most owners like that?
I think a lot of owners, for example, like Liverpool, for example, they have a very good balance of business as well as making sure the team's successful on the pitch. You know what I mean? And I think that's the issue that Tottenham have, is the owner is more fixated on the business side of things. So like revenue from the NFL games, concerts, Beyonce, for example.
Right. I get it.
What else is he doing there? The F1 track, like all these other things that isn't football. Like it's just now our stadium is just an event stadium. It doesn't feel like our home anymore because it's more.
Do you actually genuinely get that feeling when you go?
No, of course not. I don't get that feeling, but when you see what's happening on the pitch, that's where you see the evidence of it. The team's been heavily neglected for the last 7-8 years.
Yeah, that's heavy still.
Do you know what I mean?
It's true still. You have crumbled apart.
Yeah,
ever since Kane left you, Son's not been the same.
Yeah, so like our star players left, and then our second best player, Son's like deteriorating because of his age. You know what I mean? and they haven't been replaced. So you can see we're regressing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not looking good for you.
No, it's not. It's not.
It's not looking good for you.
It's not, man.
Who do you think wins the Premier this season? Liverpool.
Liverpool, yeah.
What, done and dusted? Do you reckon?
I think they're gonna run away with it, man.
You
I
reckon?
don't think they're gonna run away.
What about
with
champs? Do you think they've got champs as well? I watched them yesterday, bro. But even though they don't play their first
team, yeah. So, I think the Champions League will be a bit more difficult for them. But the thing is, even in saying that, I think Liverpool's depth probably one of the best.
You reckon?
One of the best in the league, in the Premier League anyway. They got
maybe not a defence though.
You don't think?
Nah, bro. I don't think so. Still,
Van Dijk, obviously Konate, Joe Gomez, Quansah. I mean, I like Joe Gomez. Quansah. I mean, who else centre halves do they got? Who else am I missing?
That's it.
They're full centre halves.
Did you get it?
Yeah, but
and he plays. If none of them are available, Endo.
I think Endo's decent though.
He's good, but he's a good DM.
DM, not a CB. He's probably like 5 foot.
It's like playing Henderson at the back as well.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true, but I don't know. I just feel like Liverpool have got the experience and the know-how to navigate this. Do you know what I mean? It's not their first rodeo as players anyway. Obviously, Arne Slot's a bit different, but as
what do you make of Arne Slot?
I think he's quality, man.
Who was it? Was it you that called it from early? I think I might have seen on one of your videos.
Yeah,
called it from
early. Yeah, I called it early. I think beginning of September I called it, or the end of August I called it, because I could just see by the way they set them up. Everything's just perfect. The balance in everything. Your defense is solid, good midfield. And you got Mo Salah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Mo Salah's been taking a piss.
Yeah, and even Luis Diaz started off well. He's tailed off a little bit in the last month or two, but. Liverpool, we're living in their attack. Their attack is stacked, man.
Yeah, bro, it's peaks. Yeah. Now Kayser's back. Kayser's looking sharp
as well. It's just like, and then you got Darwin Núñez, who's a complete cannon on the bench as well. You can just come on.
Do you rate him though? I don't rate him, bro. I've supported Liverpool. I'm quite like a fair person. Bro, I'll give my man his chance. Like, I like Darwin because he works hard, but bro, 3 years at the club and he's not produced nothing, fam. Do you get what I'm saying?
He came over young as well. To be fair to him, but. I think he's just I think he's a joker, man. Like, not jokers in like an idiot joker. Like,
just he's a joker.
You joker, like you don't know what you're gonna get with him. Do you know what I mean? Like you might pull off drop like 5 stinkers, and then like the other day you against Brentford when you don't need the goals, like bang, you come on scored. Like, you know what I mean? Both goals, and he's just a weird player, man. But he's chaotic though. He's so chaotic.
He is. He's ADHD.
Yeah,
100%.
He's mad chaotic.
Fam. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know about him still, but I hear it though. The rest of the squad is there still. Yeah. I think if Liverpool don't at least win 2 trophies this season, it's not a good season.
We got you lot next week for a week today.
That's at Anfield though.
Yeah, I know. I'm going up there as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I'm going up there as well. I'm not looking forward to it.
How'd you get your tickets? Is it through work?
I'm a season ticket holder, isn't it?
At Tottenham.
Yeah, I'm a season ticket holder. So, yeah, and I've also got connects and stuff for other stuff as well. But yeah, no, man.
What do you reckon? You lot go to Anfield and do what?
It's like I don't know. It's not looking good. Do you know what? Because I'm hoping, yeah. Because I think you lot got a Champions. I think you lot got a Champions League game not before. No, a week after. I'm sure it's the week after.
What, you think we're gonna save players?
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. I'm thinking.
I don't think Arne Slot would play it safe. Think of it this way, yeah.
So,
it's your first season at Liverpool. Yeah. You've inherited a banging club, yeah, banging players, mad squad, whatever it is, and in your first season you have the opportunity to win 4 trophies. No one's
ever done it.
Yeah, no manager in Liverpool's history has won the Prem in his first season.
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. And let alone at least the Prem and another trophy, or the Prem and the champs, or the treble, or do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's true.
So why would you not go all out for it, like?
Because it's tough though. I think if it was me, I'm not even trying to say to be biased or anything. I think you've got to just prioritize the league and the Champions League though. You have to. I think fighting on all fronts. I mean, it's not impossible because even Klopp was doing it last season until February, March. Yeah, but that's what I mean. I feel like you don't want to gas out. You don't want to gas up the team too quickly and then fall apart. You know what I mean?
Do you reckon Klopp told him that one? He was like, "Look, my last season I tried to go all 4."
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't think. I'd at least think he'd have looked at last season and thought, "Oh,
yeah, I tried to do all 4 my first."
Because it's the same players, literally the same players. He hasn't brought no one in, so it's like,
just Chiesa.
Yeah, just Chiesa. Yeah, so it's just like, I don't know if I want to risk that, but I think he definitely prioritised the league, Champions League, and if anything, they go for the FA Cup. If anything, yeah, for sure.
What are you saying? You want to see Tottenham lift that trophy then?
Oh, I need to see them win something, bro. It's been a long time, bro.
They ain't won nothing in your lifetime.
No, my lifetime.
One.
Two. Well,
What did they
I
win?
was 4 years old or 3 when I was 99. We won the trophy with Sol Campbell, the League Cup in 99, and then in 2008. Yeah. So
Fair.
yeah, really and truly, I only saw one because when we won in 99, I was 3, so 3 or 4. Yeah, so I didn't really see that.
Yeah, you lot had the champs, like not
Champions League final. I know, man. We got bumped in the first minute and a half, 2 minutes.
What, pen?
Never a pen. And obviously that ruined the game from 2 minutes in. That ruined the game, bro. Dynamic was gone from there.
He came on.
Yeah, and then
did his business.
It was a tough night, man.
A question, yeah. You speak to a lot of, like, I'm assuming people that play football.
Yeah.
High profile footballers too. What's one of the biggest differences, or what makes a Premier League footballer, and then what makes somebody trying to be a Prem but only reaching like League 1, League 2, or champs? Because I'm pretty sure there's ballers in champs, League 1, League 2, or even non-league.
For me,
but they don't make Prem.
For me, from what I've gathered from both of it, like seeing it up close and personal, and from people telling me like it's their experiences, 2 things. The first one is luck, and the second one is mentality.
You think luck plays a big part?
Yeah, right place, right time, man. Literally, right place, right time.
I hear it still.
Luck and mentality. That's what I think. Luck for the first part, and the mentality is what keeps you there.
Damn. No one that makes it ever says luck though.
I know, but like they have to take into consideration like it has to be the right setting at the right time.
Yeah, everything kind of has to fall into place.
Exactly. Someone has to believe in you. Do you know what I mean?
That's true. Still, I never thought of it that way.
And because with managers and the way the game's gone, everything's very performance based, isn't it? Or result. It's a results business. So it's like.
Do you think that's ruined the game though?
Yeah, it's always been that way, but I think now it's more prominent because
maybe not. Okay, maybe not the results based. It's always been results based, but I think now it's numbers. Numbers
is massively important. I think, and it's all. I think what's ruined the game now is everything's just data driven. It's all about style of play. I think for me that's a bag of bollocks, man.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, man, because I feel like not everyone can play the same. Everyone's got different abilities. Unless you got Pep Guardiola and you've got the best players at your disposal, you can't be Burnley trying to beat Pep with his system playing out from the back. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Because the Burnley players aren't going to have the same ability as your John Stones,
right.
your Candies, you know what I mean? And your Edisons, like, who are gifted players on the ball. Do you know what I mean? So it's like you're going to come unstuck. You're better off playing to your players' strengths and trying to beat them that way, whether that has to be a David and Goliath. Like, how many times growing up did we see, for example, Sam Allardyce's teams come and beat Chelsea with Jose Mourinho, or do you know what I mean, or Sean Dyche beating Arsenal, for example, like, stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? It's like I've always felt like if you keep to your own style, or if you play the game with the cards that you're dealt, you're better than trying to mimic somebody else. That's the way I've always viewed football.
That's true still. I didn't really see it that way either, to be fair, you know. But I think it's true though. You look at teams now, they're all trying to get
everyone plays the same.
Foreign managers in to implement foreign systems and all that sort of stuff.
Play out from the back, and your centre halves can't even play out from the back. They're not comfortable on the ball. Next thing you know, you're conceding goals from it, losing games. It's just stupid.
Yeah, I didn't think of it like that still. I can't lie. That's my. I want to quickly turn the lamp.
No problem. 1 sec.
Yeah, that's true. So I never really saw it like that. I can't lie.
Yeah, man. Sometimes you got to look at it deeper. You know what I mean?
So whatever happened to Route 1 Ball then?
I can't lie, bro. I love Route 1 Ball now.
Yeah, actually,
I do.
Do you play Route 1 Ball where you play ball now?
No, you know, we play possession ball. Yeah, we play possession ball as well. But the thing is, such as I'm saying, you got to know your players. And funny enough, my gaffers, I should say, because there's two or three of them, to be fair, that work together. But we have the players that are comfortable on the ball and they're able to do it.
Hard.
So it's all right. Whereas if you got your 2 centre halves that can't play, bro, like
it gets shaky.
Yeah,
everyone's trying to play ball and
yeah,
just got the 2 centre halves and when you give it to them, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It's panic stations, and then once you get pressed, it's all over. Do you know what I mean? But I love Route 1 Ball. Like, even if you watch the City game from the weekend.
No, I don't watch it still.
You didn't watch it? Watch City Chelsea last weekend. Edison just lumped it up to, obviously, you know, Edison's got text.
Yeah,
like,
and he's got a fucking rifle, bro.
So it's all like he clipped the ball up to Haaland, and Haaland just brought it down and played Foden in, and Foden just ran in and scored it. So it was beautiful to watch. It's something different. It was beautiful to watch. I'm not gonna lie.
I do hear it still. You know what? I think one of the biggest things that I like about football, is when it's a big game and you can feel the atmosphere, bro.
Yeah.
And there's times where I can feel the atmosphere through the TV, and I'm watching. Like, I think one of the games that stood out to me the most like that was a few seasons back, Newcastle PSG at St James's Park.
Yes.
I was watching it and like, obviously, like, but it's jarring when I have conversations with people that don't understand football, and they're like, why do you like football so much? And I try to explain it to them, and I can't really. But if I could, and if they could feel the same thing that I felt in that moment, Newcastle PSG at St James's 3-1.
Yeah.
That for me, when I watched it, players interacting with the crowd, the crowd giving it back, and then the crowd going crazy. Just, I don't know. It felt as though that's what the 12th man is.
Yeah, 100%, 110%.
That's one of my favorite.
And I think some people don't really realize is the fans actually make football what it is.
Yeah.
Because even if you're speaking on that game, even if you look at, if you saw Mbappe, I think even Mbappe was a bit shell shocked about what you would see as well. Like,
yeah, for sure.
So no, man, football, it's like for me, it's like a drug. I don't know. You probably, because you played as well, but like that's how we met playing football as well. So it's like, I just can't get enough.
I hear it, bro. You know what? Yeah, funny enough, right? I think the only reason why I can't get enough of football is because I played it my entire life, pretty much more or less, and because of moments like that. But I think I've never had that same experience. Maybe playing a game of football.
Really?
Like, yeah, bro. Because when I speak to a lot of people that play football, they're like, "Yeah, I just get lost. Like, I don't think about nothing. My mind goes elsewhere, and I'm just in the zone."
That's true.
And like, I've had that before, every now and again. But it's not a thing where it's like, after I finished playing the match of ball, I was just like, whoa, like I was in a different place. No, it was just very much that I was in the game, got the ball, like ripped a couple man, had a bit of fun, like, you know what I'm saying? Just like did my thing a little bit and then just come off, and I was like, I was a good runner around.
But that's the key element that you didn't even think you realized. You said you had fun.
Yeah, I guess so. That's true.
You had fun. Do
I
you know
guess
what I mean?
At the end of the day, it's that. Isn't it?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's that. But I find now, bro, my enjoyment more is soaking in moments and just feeling how real the moments are.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Whether that's like watching a game of football, how like that day was just like, bro, this is insane, fam. And I think what makes it better as well is the commentators.
You think, yeah?
When you got a good commentator.
When you have a commentator, it's cool.
What's that commentator's name? The one who right now is just like people going about him.
Peter Jury.
Peter Jury.
He's kind of like a storyteller with
poet. The way he does it, I think commentator makes the game, bro.
Yeah, no, 110%. I think the right commentator makes the game. It's like when you even watch, like, for example, like Colombian football, for example. You got you can't understand what you're saying at all. But like, even when I'll be sitting there with a couple of like the Colombian boys and that, and I'll just be listening to watching them in the game, like Atletico Nacional or something.
Yeah.
And I'll just be hearing the geezers going off, and I'm just like, look, can you understand what you're saying? And they're like, no.
but I can't either, though.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, fam.
And it's just like, but he adds to the setting,
thing, it's part of it. I think it's all part of it. It's all like a show, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's all like a show.
Literally. I feel like that's another thing I've noticed over the last like 6 months or so. It's like when you actually deep it, football's entertainment.
Yeah.
It's literally entertainment.
Yeah. Wow.
It's like call it a sport, but overall it's actually entertainment.
I never saw it like that, you know.
It's crazy, isn't it? When you really deep
That's
it, it's crazy.
mad.
Because even like, for example, you can even come to a game if you want, whenever you're ready. Just let me know. But when you're in the stadium, for example, and your team scores in the 90th minute.
Oh.
Honestly, bro. Honestly, I swear, it's one of the maddest buzzes ever. For me personally, it's one of the craziest buzzes ever, bro. And the thing is, I've funnily weirdly supporting Spurs. You'd be surprised, but I got to experience that like quite a few times, man. It's a mad buzz, bro. I'm
trying to picture what it's like, innit? Because, bro, like, you get a buzz when you see that at home on the couch.
Yeah.
Imagine when you're there, bro. Just 50,000 fans rocking, if not more.
But it's even better at the away games, bro. Because it's just an intimate 3,000-4,000.
Right.
Say, for example, like, I have to give you an example, like when we beat City 3-2 at the Etihad. This was a couple of years ago. Yeah, when Harry Kane scored the winner, it was like, oh, bro, like, because it's one of them things where it says only like 3,000 of you.
Yeah.
and the rest is like 50,000 City fans around you. So when you score like
and it's just in their
yeah,
faces.
so when you score so late and you see the whole ground get shell shocked and go absolutely quiet, but it's us lot going crazy in the corner. It's a mad buzz. I can't lie, bro.
Mad, bro.
Yeah, when you,
I guess now I see why it's still a drug, isn't it?
Do you know what I mean? I think that's what's
crazy.
really kind of like reignited my love for football, because obviously we've played it my whole life, just like you as well. And it's like when it doesn't work out, you kind of, I don't think you resent it, but you kind of put it on the side. You know what I mean? And you kind of like try to emotionally like, I can't what's the word I'm looking for.
Detach yourself.
Detach yourself from it. Yeah, perfect word. Detach yourself from it and like going to games again and just enjoying it and taking in atmosphere and the game and stuff like that. It kind of reignited my love for the game overall. So yeah, man, it's my new like favorite hobby.
That's crazy. You know what? Yeah. Now that you say all of that stuff, I didn't really see that happening. I didn't notice that was happening to me. And to be fair, I think it still kind of is, where because I fell in love out of the game, I stopped following football as much.
Yeah,
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I might watch Match of the Day every weekend, or like I'll make sure I'm on YouTube just catching up with the highlights. But I never think to myself like, bro, today is Super Sunday.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch every game on, or like I'm just gonna watch my team and just go nuts. Like, you know what I mean? But I stopped doing that now, bro. But I think it's that though. I think I have to find a different angle to ball.
Yeah.
It's not just about playing it no more. It's just about
enjoying it, literally.
I hear it still.
It's about finding the median, man.
I'll still watch a few games, but like
you feel like you're just there. You're not really.
Yeah, I think it has to be like a big game for me to really make it like a thing where I'm present watching the game. Like, for example, Liverpool United at Anfield not long ago. Like, smoke my spliff, chill on my beanbag, and I watch the game, bro. And I soaked it in. And like games like that for me, I'll do that.
Of course. Because obviously you want to be watching something that that's like entertaining.
Yeah,
it's got that. You know what I'm saying?
That grip on it.
Yeah, exactly.
What's been your favorite game that you've been to?
What? Ooh, it's been a couple.
Okay, top three, in no particular order.
It's a good question, to be fair, because there's been a lot of highs, but there's been a few highs, but there's been a lot of lows as well. So I think number one, number one, I say we beat Arsenal 3-0 and got Champions League over them. That was an amazing night, to be fair.
That's lit.
Number two, I'd say beating City 3-2 at the Etihad. Yeah, because that was crazy. I think Harry Kane turned into Super Saiyan that day, because he was possessed that day. Literally, I don't know. Like, that's one of the best games I think I've ever seen him play. Like, to this day, I think that's
just balled out
differently. Like, he was scoring, and he scored, he assisted, and he was just like, I think that's when I was like, yeah, no, you know what, Harry, like, you deserve better. You know what I mean?
I hear it still.
But
are you happy he's left?
No, of course not.
Are you happy for him that he's left?
I'll be happy for him. I want to see him lift the Champions League.
Oh, okay.
I want to see him lift the Champions League, because I feel it's like playing for Spurs. Obviously, you know, like, everyone kind of hates on Spurs. Like, I don't know why, because we're just like, we're just there, innit?
Spurs is that annoying little brother to the top six.
I hear it. Yeah, I hear it. But it's just like, even teams that aren't part of the top six hate us. Like, you have, like, for example, Brighton fans be like, "Oh, Tottenham get battered everywhere they go." It's like, you're
okay,
Brighton.
right, yeah.
You're Brighton.
Okay, that one there I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's like, you're Brighton, bro. Like, what's wrong with you? But no, separately, that's like, no, I would like to see him with the Champions League, because like, he gave all his best years to Spurs and didn't get nothing out of it. Do you know what I mean? And now he's got that stigma attached to him, where it's like, Kane's a loser, Kane don't win.
Right.
Like, bro, he played for Spurs, like, and he's got 200 and something goals playing for Spurs.
Top goal scorer for you, look.
Yeah, he's got 270 something goals for Spurs, and he's got 208 in the Prem.
That's mad.
He's second behind Alan Shearer, so
that's mad.
If you can do that, if you can do that playing for Tottenham, bro, like, you know what
it's
I mean?
true. So you can't. I do hate on Kane, bro. I'll be sorry, bro. I do, but I hate on Kane. I hate on Kane because, like, there's times that I watch him play, and he slows down the game for too much.
I hear it.
Do you know what I mean? It's just kind of like, bro, it's not right now. But I think one thing that not one thing, many things that I can't take away from him, bro. That right foot, bro. That right foot, bro. Like, he could finish his dinner anywhere. Bro. He's finding corners all day long, and his passing is outrageous as well.
Yeah.
Bro. And I do think that, like, if he switches it on, he can change the game. So I hate on him just unjustly, bro.
Yeah.
That's what it is still. But I hear it though.
It's natural. I think it's just natural, bro. That's like I said. It's like that having that Spurs stigma attached to you is it's just one of those things, isn't it? But I'd say yeah, Etihad, Spurs at the Etihad, we beat them 3-2, and the third one will be a tough one. The third one I'm probably gonna struggle. That I've been to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is gonna be a tough one.
You ever been Europe with Tottenham?
Yeah. But we lost though. We lost. I went to the San Siro and we played Milan AC.
Rocking.
Yeah, it's crazy. What it was a mad experience, bro. Mad experience. But we lost 1-0, so it was it was alright. But third one. Tricky, man, because we can't even say like we went to the cup final or won somewhere, or you know what I mean. It's not even like. Bro, might be here all day, bro.
Those jokes. But to be fair though, I think that's a strong two though.
It's a strong two, yeah. I'll take them two because
Yeah,
the third one is like.
Them two, that's a strong two too.
Yeah.
So when you travel away, yeah, or even at home too, do you still see like football hooliganism? Is that still a thing?
Partially, yeah.
But like how it was back in the day though?
Nah, not that bad. It's not that bad. Basically, like my mate's mum's pub shut down last year, but it's an old school pub where like all the old boys would go into, and all them kind of guys would go in there and chill and whatever. But it's still there, but it's a lot more organized now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's much more organized now.
In what way?
Like, isn't like, for example, two firms they talk to each other and arrange to do it. Instead of just like meeting up randomly, they'd arrange to somewhere to go and have it out. You know what I mean? So I feel like they've become more organized. But yeah, I feel like when you go away, you kind of get mixed up into it because nothing actually happens. But you just walk past with rival fans and they might just give you a bit of verbal and
bit of stick.
Yeah, a bit of stick and that, and it goes back and forth. But nothing outrageous happens. Like for example, like when Arsenal come down to White Hart Lane and stuff, they got to walk down the high road. You have to. You have to walk down the high road. You can't take no other routes to get to the ground. So what the police do with the Arsenal fans is they have to get off at Seven Sisters. And obviously, if you know Seven Sisters, you have to walk all the way straight down, up Tottenham High Road. So, yeah, they get met on the high road, and some things happen.
So the police basically set them up, though.
They don't set them up, but
if you think about it, yeah, the whole point of doing that, I guess, is to stop them from going down to side roads, picking the fights with whoever, and all that sort of bollocks. Yeah,
that's the unique thing about the Tottenham Stadium and where it's located is that you have no other route of getting there.
Oh, is it? Is that the closest tube station?
What I said the other day, that they can let them off at, basically. They can't let them off at Bruce Grove, and they definitely can't let them off at White Hart Lane Station because those are all the main stations around the stadium.
What? And if they did, it would be that bad?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Impossible.
I didn't know it was still a thing like that. Like obviously, I've seen I watched like films from like the early 2000s, Green Street, Football Factory, yeah. And like, bro, don't get me wrong, like when I watch them films, I think, yeah, sick, bro, I want to be a football hooligan too, but like, I didn't really think it was still a thing like that still, I can't lie.
Yeah, no, it's just a lot more organised now.
But why? What's the whole point of it? Do you know?
I think it's just a bunch of tribal football fans who are just like working men that need to find a release bro. So
it's not even like a pride thing. It's not even like my fan base is better than your fan base.
Oh, there's that element to it as well, for sure. There's that element to it as well, but I think it's just a bunch of men that have got a lot of pent up anger in these.
Like Fight Club.
Yeah, they just want to let it out, bro. Literally, I think that's what it is. That's predominantly what it is, and it's definitely a tribal thing as well, though.
Would you ever get involved?
Nah.
Have you?
Nah. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, like, we've gone to like away game and stuff. Like we've gone to where did they get into a bit of a tussle? Like I've gone to Leeds, for example, gone to Leeds away, and they're coming out of the ground and that.
Saying boys of Leeds are nutcases.
Yeah, they're a bit on top. Yeah, and we're coming out of the ground. We beat them 4-0 as well. We hammered them as well. So we beat them 4-0, coming out of the ground, and like the police have closed the gate, like locked the gate and locked us in, innit?
What, into the grounds?
Like, so like you come out of the actual like building of the ground, and then you got the surrounding, the car parks and people where you walk out and that. So that's also like gated around. So we come out of the ground and we're going to go walk out the gate, and the police have locked the gate, and all like the trying to separate the two different fans, but they've let the Leeds fans go first, stupidly in my opinion. But yeah, so all the Leeds fans have come like out in front of the gate and stuff, and they're just giving it like dashing things over the gate and through the gate and like trying to like grab people, and then you got a load of the fans trying to say let me out, let me out, let me out, and then whatever, so they can get on with them or whatnot. But I think we was walking back over the bridge, because to get to Ellen Road you got to walk over this bridge, and yeah, just a couple of them were just trying to give it and that whatever, like from the other side of the road, and a couple of them would come over. And then one, I didn't do anything.
It's cool, bro, man. No feds watching.
I'm not even. I'm genuine. I didn't do anything. I didn't need to, but a couple of them just got their head kicked in.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Because I'm not gonna lie, some of these white guys, bro,
they're blue screws,
bro, and just say the wrong thing or approach them the wrong way, and they just.
I hear it still, but you know what? Yeah, low-key, you kind of see that more outside of London than you do in London.
Yeah, definitely.
Why though?
Again, man, it's a tricky one because
it's not like, this ain't even a football thing anymore, bro.
Nah.
Do you know what I mean? Like you go to any other city outside of London, like small cities, little towns and stuff like that, and they kind of already have that like stigma in it.
Yeah.
It's just like,
but I don't know. I think it's just the way it's people's anger towards. I think the way the way the countries run. And like the situations, you know what I mean?
I hear it still, deeper ties.
Especially like I think because I've been up north and stuff like that, and I've witnessed a few places, and I feel like they don't have a lot of opportunities.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I feel like obviously being from London, it's London, you know what I mean? It's the capital city, so wherever you're from a Brixton, or you're from a Tottenham or wherever, like you're still able to go out and find opportunities in different places. Whereas when you go to like your slums in Liverpool, or slums in Manchester, your slums in Leeds or Newcastle, it's like there's nothing there, bro.
I hear it still.
Do you know what I mean? So kids have to find a way
to just do what they want to do.
Or if they haven't got no money to travel, like you'll see a lot of people that live in these cities want to be like, oh, what's London like? Like they want to move to London to obviously better their lives in some kind of way. Do you know what I mean?
Bare people from outside of London, like, always, all of them say they want to come here.
Yeah, but little do they know, like the grass isn't actually always greener. But obviously, like, again, there's always just more opportunities in London. Do you know what I mean?
Do you not think opportunities where you make it for yourself though?
Yeah, I know, but I feel like
it's just
the smaller cities. There's less. Do you know what I mean? Like unless you got access to like from like family, or you've got a certain type of qualification. I think it's tough for a lot of people, bro. Especially if you come from like a working class background.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You ain't gonna be
yeah.
exposed to as much positive things to do, if that makes sense. Unless you have a talent. Do you know what I mean?
Then though, bro.
Even then, yeah.
How many people with talents don't make it up? Fam?
Yeah, exactly. So
I hear it though. I'm trying to think like why that's the case though. Why, like, for example, a city like London would get most of the funding from a British government that's supposed to be looking after everyone, innit? Like, if most little towns and cities outside of it don't really get much, that's why they don't have much opportunity. Like, what's the point of keeping them that way?
I think because obviously it's just evident that London's where the money is, isn't it? I mean, when you go to like, let's say Nottingham, for example, like, what are you gonna find in? No disrespect to Nottingham, if anyone from Nottingham sees this, but like,
no, I hear it.
What are you gonna find in?
But why shouldn't Nottingham have or get given similar things to what London gets given? Like, it just doesn't. I don't know. Like, the way I'm trying to think of it is, why only have it in one place so densely, and why not give opportunity to everyone else? And I don't know, man.
I think it's a great question, but then another thing you could look on the flip side is, the best universities are usually in these weird kind of places. Do you know what I mean?
That's true.
So you got Oxford, you got Cambridge, you got Leeds, have a great university. You got
Liverpool's not bad.
Yeah, Liverpool.
Money, like, these other places.
You got all these like cities that have top unis, which is weird. So
yeah, that's kind of weird too. I don't know what that's about. Do you reckon it's probably because they make enough like through that they don't need anything else? But then even then, if that's the case, like for the people that still live there, because there's still quite a lot of people, like what they have, I don't know.
I don't know, man. It's weird. It's just weird. It's weird. I couldn't put my finger.
A bit strange.
Yeah, I couldn't put my finger on it. Do
you follow politics?
I do. I wouldn't say I'm like massively immersed in it, but I keep I keep myself in the loop as much as I need to, if that makes sense.
Right. With like what current affairs and stuff.
Current affairs. Yeah.
What's like the biggest things that you tend to like keep an eye on? I'm only just learning now that like keeping up with current affairs is kind of important.
If it is important, because obviously it affects your life, really. It affects your life. So yeah, I say, what part do I keep up with the most? That's a great question, you know. That's a great question. I'd say more with. I wouldn't say laws as such, but I don't think laws is the correct word I'm looking for. Like changes,
laws and legislations and
yes.
policies and
yes, exactly, yeah, exactly. Because like for example, what did they do? What did Keir Starmer do recently? He changed something recently. I think it's something to do with gas and electric or something. Something to do with like electric or something. But they changed something to do with electric and stuff like that. And it was just like, you need to know this.
Yeah, because it's gonna affect your
energy bills and stuff like that. So something along them lines. But I like to keep myself in the loop of whatever's going on.
What was I going to ask you? I was going to say, do you also look at that stuff because let's say for example your podcast, you run it like a business. Does it bring you money at the moment? Is it bringing you at least like something at the moment?
Yeah, it covers. We get our costs get covered. Our costs get covered.
Okay.
And
because I was gonna say, does like all that stuff? Do you keep up with that stuff too? Because it affects that side of life, business side of life. Is that not really a thing yet?
No, it's not really. That's not really a thing yet. Not that far yet. Not that far yet. That's more my personal life, if anything.
Oh, okay. I hear that.
Work and stuff like that, and tax and stuff like that. So,
what do you do for work?
I work in construction.
Oh, same. Yeah.
You're
painting and decorating.
Is it? Yeah. I work with the cranes.
Oh, is it?
I'm a signal signaler. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. So
how'd you get into that?
The man on the ground. Bro, one of my friends was doing it as well. And he was like, "Oh, this is a good way. This is like a good earning."
Yes.
So he's like, "You might as well get involved." I said, "Yeah, no, I know." And then
just ended up
doing it, bro.
That's mad still.
But I've always been taught from young as well. Like you got to have a trade in it.
Right.
As a man, you have to have a trade, whether that be like you said, painting, decorating, electrician.
So would you never get into like an office job?
I would, because it's a bit cliche, but you sit at a desk and answer the phone, or you know what I mean.
I can't do that though, but I find it mind numbing. Like I've done it before, and I get to a point where I'm just like 2 hours into my day, and I'm already just like, bro, I know I'm gonna expect for the next 6. Like I can't do this.
Do you know what it is though? I don't know if you'll be able to relate to it. For me, it's like because I spend a lot of time standing on my feet. Yeah, it's like having an office job doesn't seem too bad to sit down. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the way I kind of look at it.
I get what you're saying.
But
then, bro, if you used to be sat down 8 hours a day, you'd be like, I wouldn't even mind being out and about, like, on my feet for 8 hours.
But it's crazy because now you get like a lot of jobs now that are remote.
Would you do that?
Oh, I would love to be remote.
Yeah.
Because if you like beep it now, you got a lot of people that are like moving to like Thailand and Thailand doing things in like Dubai.
Would you do something like that?
Thailand, yeah. I'm not a big fan of like
Thailand, but like just move abroad and work abroad.
Oh, 100%. I intend to move abroad permanently.
Is it?
As I'm gonna get older, yeah.
I feel like everyone wants to leave the London, bro, in the UK.
Bro, the way like current affairs, the way it is in London and the way London's going, bro, and this country's going, it's not made for people like us. I don't think. Like gentrification is getting so much bigger and like it's getting across the city, like all 4 corners of the city. It's like all of us like ethnic minorities are getting pushed out anyway. Do you know what I mean? So if you can't, eventually they're trying to push out everyone that can't afford to be here, and they're raising prices up to the point where it's like, bro, like,
unbearable.
You know what I mean? So like, it's
I've noticed that quite a lot. Where would you go to?
It's a great question, you know. See, for me, I'm very much I have to do the opposite of what people do.
Fairs.
So
why?
I've always been that way. Like I'm from North London, and predominantly most people in like Islington or like Crouch End, or not even Crouch End, because that's Quarringay, but it's like most people in North London support Arsenal.
I'm gonna support Tottenham.
Yeah, I didn't have a choice, but like, I'm glad my dad supports Tottenham, because like, I don't want to follow everybody else. Like, do you know what I mean? That's an example. But so like this thing now, everyone's obsessed with like Dubai and the UAE, and I'm like, nah. I'd rather go to Costa Rica. Do you know what I mean? I'm the complete opposite. I've been to Costa Rica as well. It's a lovely place, beautiful place, man. Not in the rain season because it rains a lot. But
what did you do out there? What did you get up to?
What did I get up there? I went to the islands. The island was amazing, bro.
Is it?
Yeah, it was amazing, man. The wildlife out there is crazy. What I got to, so I went into the Amazon. I went into the Amazon as well.
Is it?
Crazy. Yeah, I was in the city. The city's you look at the city. It's a bit like London, bro. When you go into the city, it's got its own like massive buildings and that. But like, overall, man, it's just I feel like in like Central America, South America as well. Like, the quality of life.
Different. You've been to Colombia, innit?
Yeah, I've been in Colombia as well. Yeah, man.
What did you think of Colombia?
Colombia's amazing, bro. Love it, a beautiful country as well. Beautiful country as well. But that's what I say. Like, the same thing as Colombian and Jamaican culture is very, very similar.
Yeah, I was having this convo the other day with some Jamaican guy at work.
Yeah, it's very, very similar. I think the only major difference is that you guys speak Spanish and we speak broken English. You know what I mean?
But there's a little island, San Andres, that belongs to Colombia.
Yeah, but they have they speak patois. Yeah, and everyone's got dreadlocks and
that's right.
Yeah,
did you go there?
I didn't get to go there now, but it's on my
bucket list. Where did you
go?
When you went to Colombia last time, when did you go?
Last time I went to Cali, but I've moved about. I've been to Medellin, I've been to Armenia, I've been to Pereira, I've been to a little town outside of Pereira called Santa Rosa as well.
Okay.
I've been a couple places, man.
That's
Colombia's sick, man.
Yeah, what's your favourite part?
Oh, my favourite part of Colombia, like city-wise,
yeah,
gotta be Medellin, bro.
Is it?
Yeah, Medellin.
Why? I would have thought Cali, you know, I can't lie. I know you like to dance, like, I know you like, you know, just have a little boogie and get lit, and I know Cali's known for that.
Yeah, it is. And I went during the, was it La Feria?
Yeah.
Yeah, Amel performed and Wikwaniche and
that's lit.
It was sick, but I don't know, man. I think Medellin is just a vibe, bro.
Is it?
Yeah, it's just a vibe, bro. Like, even like what's that place that Karol G always talks about?
Poblado or Provenza.
Yeah. Like, even when you go along that strip and that, it's just, bro, it's
peaked here.
Yeah,
you know, I've been in Colombia for like 7-8 years.
No way. I went there. When did I last go there? I went 2019, 2020.
Yeah, but bro, I'm Colombian.
Yeah, I know.
Do you get it? I ain't been for like 7-8 years, bro. My family live out there. My sister moved out there, bro. Like, I'm here by myself.
How come you've left for so long? If you don't mind me asking, obviously.
No, it's calm still. The last time I went, I was at 19. I think I was 19. And then when I got back, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go every year. And then when I got back, broke up with my first ex, and then I was just outside, bro. And then when I was outside, I was spending too much money just clubbing, drinking, doing this, doing that. I wasn't saving up, and I wasn't like making plans to go back. And then eventually, I got into another relationship, and then instead of going like Colombia, for example, I saved up and I went traveling instead.
That's sick. Though.
This is it, bro. Yeah. So it was either that or I go back to Colombia and visit family for a while, because this was like maybe like a year or two after my parents had left, so maybe 2 years ago. Okay. And then I went traveling instead, bro. So I did 4 months in Southeast Asia.
Sick.
Yeah, bro. Nuts from the heart, like, bro, crazy.
That's the thing. I'm seeing like a lot of people doing that, and it's just like something I definitely want to do.
Bro, I can't lie. I think before you leave the UK, and if you do go end up living somewhere else, therefore give yourself the opportunity to go traveling
100%,
because you learn so much about yourself. Like, you experience so many new things, and you experience, funnily enough, what life is like when you don't have to worry about like working and finances and all that sort of stuff. Because bro, I think for most of our lives we always gonna have to worry about that shit. Do you get what I'm saying?
Exactly, yeah.
So I think it's probably good to give yourself, at least at one point in your life, the opportunity to live life not having to worry about that. Do you know what I'm saying? And bro, what better time to do that when you're young?
Exactly. That's another thing to put off kids for a while. Bro.
Yeah,
you know
bro, this is it. Once
you have kids, you know what I'm saying, that becomes a priority before.
Don't get me wrong though, like when I was out there, I saw like there was a lot of French families, but a lot of French families traveling with their kids.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like they would be getting on the same minibuses that man would be getting on, bro. The same boats, like doing the same shit, pretty much. The only thing that obviously they wouldn't do is stay in hostels and like party or just whatever. But bro, the same traveling stuff. Yeah, bro. They would do the same things.
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Cause you see, mainly it's a lot of like people taking like gap years and backpackers and stuff like that. They do all that, but no, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, bro. So I mean, obviously, like it's probably easier to do it alone, but like, bro, there's families that do that shit with kids, bro.
That's it.
It's mad. But yeah, bro, traveling though, hands down recommend you do it.
100%, bro. I actually love traveling, bro. So like that's definitely on my agenda.
Yeah, bro. Like, where would you go next? Like, what's your?
Good question. Do you know what? I've always had my eye on Puerto Rico. There's always been like a little pool there. Do you know what I mean? I've had my eye on Puerto Rico. That's somewhere I want to travel. Brazil as well. Brazil has to be done.
Here it's still. I think I'd like to go to Brazil just to like see
Yeah.
the fucking, maybe not the favelas in deep, but like just go in and around it and just be there.
Culture
Just,
properly. Yeah, definitely.
Soak it in, fam.
And even that Brazilian carnival would be a vibe, bro. Can you
mad
imagine?
thing,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I say definitely Thailand's definitely on my bucket list as well.
Bro, Thailand's sick, fam.
Yeah.
I can't lie. If I was to leave the UK and go live anywhere else,
It'd be Thailand.
yeah, bar Colombia, it's gotta be Thailand.
Yeah.
Bro. I can't fell in love with that country, bro.
Everyone says the same thing. Everyone says it.
Bro, I went, yeah. I think what made me fall in love with it the most is like most countries most countries that you go to that are obviously not Western world or like not the same level of wealth as the Western world, yeah. Like they all tend to have like similar things in it. But the thing is with Thailand though, and the similar things would be like freedom, nature, like just the rawness of it all and all that sort of stuff. But the thing is with Thailand though is it has all of that, but it also has a little bit more like structure and just a little bit more built up. Do you know what I'm saying? They still have like nice little cities. They still got, you know, the capital, which is popping. Capital is, bro, I've never seen anything like it in my life. Never seen anything like it in my life, yeah. But then you also get the benefit of like nature, islands, good weather, and just chill vibes and all of that, whilst not having to like, whilst it's not too raw, whilst it's not too like, you know what I'm saying, run down and stuff like that. It's nicely kept, nicely maintained. And then on top of that, bro, the freedom is nuts. Bud is legal out there if you smoke, and I smoke, bro. So,
no way.
Yeah, bro. So that's me. You can literally rent out a ped for £5 a day. Don't need a license.
Yeah,
petrol is like £2 for a full tank, bro. Yeah, food is £2 for dinner, bro. Crazy. Like it's cheap as chips, and you don't have to wear a helmet when you're riding around. Tell next man to jump on the back and skirt around everywhere. Bro, I'm telling you, like the freedom is mad, bro. And you meet some sick people because a lot of people that are in Thailand are traveling anyway.
So you meet people from all
you get what I'm saying? And even like there's people that end up staying there that ain't from Thailand and they just live there. They run their own businesses and stuff like that. So like, bro, Thailand is a melting pot, bro. It's popping. It's like, imagine London spread out in like jungle and islands and nature, and bro, it's mental.
That alone sounds crazy.
Yeah, bro. Itself, like, Thailand for me was banging from 10-10, and everyone there is nice, bro. You see how when you're in Colombia, everyone's bare welcoming, community. Facts. Yeah, bro. Thailand, everyone's like that too, bro.
That's what I mean. That's what life's all about, though,
bro.
And then we're here in lovely old England, raining and cold, and
you know what's funny? I had this thought this morning, yeah. Where was that? I was cycling to the climbing centre, and after the climbing centre, I went to my brethren's a bit, and we was just on his balcony, just talking a little zoo, and I was just there thinking to myself, brother, like, every year the cold comes, every year we know winter comes, every year we know that like it gets grey and miserable, but for some reason every year it gets worse and worse. Like man should be able to anticipate this now and deal with it, but for some reason it's just getting worse and worse, and I can't.
Like I was even saying to a few people before the other day, it's like, bro, it's like early January January already feels like it's never gonna end.
Yeah, bro,
so it's like early January was like, bro, this is the coldest I've ever felt in a while, bro. Like I think the only cold I felt like, well, beginning of January, the only cold I felt like that, but like was like when I was in France, like literally the year before, and that was in Paris, and I was just like, bro, I ain't felt cold like this. It's mad. Like it was unreal how, bro, it was like.
You ever been to like the cold countries like Norway, Denmark?
No, I haven't. You know,
you haven't.
My friend lives in Norway, and he's always invited me over, but I've never just got around to go.
I can't go, fam. But the reason why I say is because you go to those kind of countries and it's probably colder over there than it is here. Yeah,
100%.
But the vibe is different.
Yeah.
The sun is out, the sky is blue. Like people tolerate it, so like it doesn't feel as bad. You get what I'm saying? But I feel like in London it's terrible though. It feels bad because summer is so good. Yeah. Man. And then having that drastic change from that to winter, and everyone's just like, oh.
And it's even, you might even get in when it's summer over here, it's like, brother, it'll be raining in the summer as well. Like, weird rain as well. It's just like, huh? And then you'll be in there, people come out and be like, did we even have a summer?
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Summer was 3 days long.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just.
I heard it still. Yeah, that's dead, man. I don't think I could ever leave London for good. I would like to be able to pop back in for summer.
Yeah.
Because the summer here, bro, I actually enjoy it, fam. But winter times, not safe. I need to find a place to get out to.
Summer in London, when it's good though.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's true. When it's good, it's good. Yeah.
Like, even though it doesn't last long, like when
yeah.
the sun's out, bro, the days are longer, the weather's nice, you don't have to worry about layering up too much.
Yeah,
People
facts.
are out drinking.
And you always
having
feel
a
good for the vibe. You feel
Do you know what I'm saying?
Everyone's perked up. Everyone's feeling
bro,
good
this
and
is
stuff.
it.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is why I like London. That's why I like London.
Okay, I do hear it.
Do you know what I'm saying?
London does have its pros. It does have its pros, man. It does. But I think the main thing is the weather. It is the weather, isn't it? The main thing is the weather.
The weather needs to just cut out, fam. But yeah, bro, I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll find something, fam.
Hopefully, bro.
Find something, man. But yeah, bro, what are you saying? Reckon we can call it there?
Yeah, 100%.
100%. What are you saying? Tottenham game later?
Yeah, bro.
Who you lot playing?
So Europa League game against Elfsborg, some team in Sweden, if I'm not mistaken.
First. Are you going just for the sake of going, or are you going because you got something going on?
No, I'm actually going just
For the sake of going.
as a supporter, bro. Like,
Fairs, I hear it still.
Like, so you paid my money, so you know you have
Might as
to
well make use of
attend.
it.
Yeah, bro.
Is there ever games that you just don't go to because you can't go with?
Recently, over the last maybe like month or two, I've just sold a couple of my tickets and just said,
Oh, is it?
Yeah, cuz like this is dire.
Is that frowned upon quite a lot?
To a degree, yeah, to a degree. But I don't. That's something. That's the thing about me. Like I'll go to all the games. I don't leave early. Try to keep it traditional as possible because I feel like leaving early, one, it defeats the purpose because if you're leaving early, what's the point of even coming?
Yeah, 100%.
Two, you're not supporting the team by leaving early. Do you know what I mean? What's leaving 5 minutes early gonna save you? It make that much of a difference. Do you know what I mean? So I've always been a big advocate of that as well. And then thirdly, to conclude, it's like you don't know what's gonna happen in them last 5-10 minutes,
bro.
That's like usually the best parts.
That's
Do you know
the
what I
buzz,
mean?
that's
You get the mad
buzz.
buzz when you get the mad buzz as well. So it's like.
I hear you. I've
never
got
been a
respect
fan
for
of it.
that. No, that's
Yeah.
good, man. That's good, bro. I hope you enjoy the game, bro.
Nah, thank you for having me,
Come
bro.
on, man. I love for
Appreciate
pulling up, bro. No, I love for even shouting, man, and even.
No, man, I thought so. 'Cause like I was saying to you off air, it's like, bro, man, all I do is talk about football.
So it's
Make
nice to just
football
come and
content.
vent about some other shit.
Some shit for real, man.
I hear it, man. Yeah,
Fun,
bro. I
bro.
appreciate that. Hi, I'm on the
Thank you, bro.